Guys, it's Kayla and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday number 5. Today you guys are going to be going through my meal prep with me as I prep 6 things that I like to have on hand for the week. This is week 8 of the bikini series that we are prepping for, which is crazy. So I'm going to have Tone It Up's nutrition plan linked below. That's where all these recipes are from. I have loved this is my now 9th week on Tone It Up, and it has been incredible and I highly recommend it to all of you guys. So I'll leave a link down below to that. I also will leave all of the macros for each recipe on the screen so that you can see kind of what I'm cooking and how it fits in to your diets. All right, the first thing I'm going to be prepping today is a variation on Renee's white bean chicken chili. So for that I need chicken. I'm going to use sweet potatoes instead of zucchini, chili powder, white pepper, cumin, onion, chicken broth, olive oil, garlic powder, pinto beans, cannellini beans, and I'm going to use black beans instead of northern beans. So there is that. Okay, the second thing I'm going to be prepping today is my Bombshell Spell, which is my metabolism boosting drink I have every morning. I'm going to make 4 of them. So for that I'm going to need apple cider vinegar, honey, pineapple juice, and a lime. The third thing I'm going to be making today is snickerdoodle mini muffins. So for that I'm going to need almond milk, an egg, coconut oil spray, cinnamon, Tone It Up protein, salt, almond flour, vanilla extract, a banana, dates, and baking powder. And I'm going to bake these in a mini muffin tin. The fourth thing I'm going to be making today is chia seed puddings. I'm going to make chocolate cinnamon chia seed puddings with coconut flakes and freeze-dried raspberries. So decadent, so good. So for that I need cinnamon, Tone It Up protein, coconut chips, almond milk, chia seeds, coconut milk, maple syrup, and freeze-dried raspberries. Alright, the next thing we're going to prep is ground turkey for the week. And I have some seasonings that I use for that, and then I use it all week. And the last step to meal prep Sunday is slicing up some bananas to freeze for smoothies. So the first thing I need to do for the chili is prep and cut the veggies. So I'm just going to dice up this onion and peel and dice these 4 itty bitty little sweet potatoes and throw those into the crock pot. So that's my first step. So all the veggies are in there, and then I also cut the chicken breasts in half and put those on top. So next I'm going to get the beans opened and strained and put on in. Alright, beans have been strained and added in. Now we're going to add our dry ingredients, which are a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon and a half of white pepper, a tablespoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of chili powder. So I'm going to add those in really quick. Okay, next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and this whole container of chicken broth, and then the juice of a lime. Right, now everything is in, and we're just going to let that cook on high. The recipe says 6 to 8 hours. I usually only let it go like 5 just till the chicken's cooked, and then I shred the chicken up and mix it all in, and there's dinner and lunch for a couple of days this week. Alright, now that we've got the chili in the crock pot, we are going to prep some Bombshell Spell. So again, the ingredients for this are 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a teaspoon of honey, 4 ounces of pineapple juice, and 1/4 of a lime. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the honey and the apple cider vinegar right now. I just do in these little jam jars just because I know that it adds up to exactly the right amount of space. So I'm going to get the honey and the apple cider vinegar in, and then I will check back in with you. Alright, so we've got the honey and the apple cider vinegar, and then I just take lime, juice it on in. The dishwasher is running, so the camera is going to fog up. I'll just juice that in, so I'm just going to do that for the rest of it. Now with the pineapple juice, I used to actually measure it out, but then I realized that the pineapple juice was literally just filling the rest of the space after everything else. So I just pour in until it hits about there. And then we have our Bombshell Spell. So this pineapple juice is the one from Safeway, the Signature Kitchens. I like the Trader Joe's ones better, but I had bought this, so I needed to use it up. But yeah, so that is that. I'm going to give them a quick shake and then put them in the fridge, and then I obviously reshake them before I drink them because the pineapple juice will separate. But that is Bombshell Spell, so 2 things done. Woo! So next up is the snickerdoodle muffins. So first I'm going to preheat the oven to 350, so that is happening. Then I'm going to spray down the pan with the coconut oil spray, and then I'm going to get to work on the wet ingredients. So I'll check in with you in a second. So for the wet ingredients, the first thing we need to do is pit and separate half a cup of dates. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then we'll put those into our blender. So we've got our half cup of dates in there. We're going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla, a whole banana, and 1 egg, and then blend that up. So I'm going to add in the other ingredients, and then I'll check back in. All right, so we have half a cup of dates, a whole banana, a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, and a 3/4 cups of almond milk. And we are just going to puree that up. So now that that is all blended, we're going to move on to our dry ingredients. So we're going to come over here, and we've got almond flour and protein and baking powder, salt, and cinnamon. So we are going to put in 3/4 cups and 3/4 cups of protein and almond flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then we will add in our wet ingredients. So I'm going to get the dry ingredients mixed up. All right, so I'm just going to combine all the dry ingredients, kind of get out any clumpy clumps, and then I'm going to go get the blender and add in all the wet ingredients. All right, so we've got our wet ingredients in, so now we're just going to combine everything. Get it all mixed together, nice and smooth. It'll be a little chunky just because the dates don't fully blend up, and neither really do the bananas. So we're just going to get this all combined. These are my, these aren't my favorite because the lemon poppy seed are my favorite. But these are probably a close second of my favorite of the toned up muffins. All right, so we're all combined, so we're going to go ahead and head over to the stove and put these on to the muffin tin. All right, so we're just going to take a scoop of our batter, and plop it in. And so this should make 18 muffins, which is 6 servings, because each serving is 3 muffins. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these up and then put them in the oven for about 22-23 minutes, and then they will be done. All right, so the muffins are in the oven for about 23 minutes. All right, the next thing we are prepping is the chia seed pudding. So like I said, I'm making chocolate this week. So I have my chocolate toned protein, coconut milk, almond milk, maple syrup, cinnamon, chia seeds, and then for toppings, coconut chips and freeze-dried raspberries. So for this recipe, it makes 3 servings. So I have my 3 mason jars ready. I'm going to be using a half a cup of each milk, tablespoon of maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of chia seeds, and a scoop of protein. Usually there's not protein in this recipe, but I am putting chocolate protein in because I wanted some flavor and some protein. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. All right, everything is mixed together. Now we're going to let it rest for a few minutes and then stir it again, and then we will divvy it up into portions. All right, so it's been resting for a little bit, and then I restirred it to get out any clumps. So now I'm just going to take it and put it into the jars a 1/4 cup at a time, until everything is gone. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then I will show you the finished product. Alright, and I'm going to pop those in the fridge, and they'll be ready for me to eat tomorrow. Alright, the muffins are done. We're going to let them cool, and then I will transfer them into a Tupperware to go in the fridge. Okay, so now we're going to get to the turkey. So I already sprayed my fry pan with some canola oil spray, and then I'm going to add the turkey on, and on the turkey we're going to put some pepper, pink Himalayan salt, garlic powder, paprika, and onion. I'm just going to brown that up so it is ready to go to use for anything I need throughout the week. Alright, that is all cooked up. Now I'm going to let it cool on the stove for a little bit, and then I will set it in a Tupperware and put it in the fridge to use throughout the week. Ultra lean ground turkey is my favorite lean protein to use for any meal, so I just like to have some on hand to use as I can. Now it's time to chop up bananas. As you can see, I still have some from last week in my freezer bag, but I'm still going to chop up these 4. I cut them into quarters, so it's easy to grab 2 or 4, depending on if it's a half banana or whole banana smoothie recipe. And I just peel them and I slice them with a butter knife, so that is what I'm going to do. Alright, so now I just seal that up, I put it back in the freezer, and I have bananas for a week. Alright, and here is all of my meal prep foods. So I got the snickerdoodle muffins in a tin. There's some lemon poppy seed ones underneath this, but this is just my muffin storage tin. We've got smoothie bananas, Bombshell Spell, turkey, chia pudding, and chili for dinner tonight. So that is my meal prep Sunday. All right, I hope that video was helpful for you guys. Like I said, my meal prep changes a little bit, but these are some of my staples from the Tone Up Nutrition Plan. Nutrition information was on the screen, and the Tone Up Nutrition Plan will be linked below for you guys to check out. So if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new. I upload on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and every Wednesday is Weight Loss Wednesday. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!